Last week I laid my grandfather to rest. He was a wretched man, casting a shadow of misery over everyone in his wake. His legacy to me was nothing but a collection of bitter memories and debts. Every day I harbored a wish for his demise until, at the ripe age of 91, he passed away. I was the one who tended to him, the one who discovered him in his final moments. He sat upright in bed, his heart giving out suddenly, ending his life before sleep could claim him. His eyes bore that same furious glare he so often wore in life fixed on me. Left with his estate, I organized a modest and swift funeral, minimizing the disruption to those compelled to attend, wanting to spare them further intrusion. In ages past, my name held significance. However, that name faded with time, tarnished most irreparably by my grandfather. He squandered the family wealth on occult artifacts, staining our reputation with eccentricity. With my parents' untimely passing during my youth, I stand as the final descendant of my lineage. Yet thanks to my grandfather's misdeeds, all I inherit is a decaying estate and nearly depleted resources. Even after consigning him to a modest grave, I couldn't shake his memory from my thoughts. His presence haunted my dreams, a vision of darkness and confinement. I lay on my back, arms folded on my chest, surrounded by suffocating walls mere inches away. The scent of fresh earth mingled with decay lingered vividly. I struggled to move, feeling my withered, dry limbs rubbed together, but my attempts to scream were stifled by a parched mouth and unyielding lungs. My frantic efforts to break free only met unyielding confinement in hard, encompassing wood. When I emerged from my nightmare, I found myself sprawled on the floor of my bedroom. Night terrors must have thrown me out of bed, but the dream lingered vividly in my mind. Determined to rid myself of my grandfather's haunting specter, I sold every single possession of his, artifacts, books, all that occult nonsense he wasted his time and fortune on. I accepted any price offered, eager to banish his memory from my thoughts. Yet the dreams persisted and grew increasingly unsettling. During a visit to an old school friend, another haunting dream or vision struck. Once more, I found myself trapped in darkness, the suffocating confines feeling more palpable than ever. Sensations overwhelmed me. Every inch of my being felt different, burdened with age. I realized I inhabited my grandfather's body. Desperation gripped me as I clawed at the surrounding wood, enduring searing pain as my fingernails tore off. Awakening from this torment, I noticed the worry etched on my friend's face. He recounted how, in the midst of our conversation, my demeanor had abruptly shifted. Agitated, I tried to hastily depart, seemingly forgetting my whereabouts. Only through his adept handling did he manage to keep me seated until the episode passed. Offering my friend an apology, I swiftly left his presence, assuring him that I had regained control. As I reached home, a heavy weight settled on my mind. I sensed the ominous reality unfolding before me. Even beyond the grave, my grandfather sought to claim what was rightfully mine. The chilling truth of my fate loomed large. I would share his grave, my soul finding a home within his decaying corpse. That night, the haunting vision revisited me. Refusing to succumb to sleep until it arrived, I sensed its approach, an unseen force pulling at my head, drawing my consciousness away. The oppressive silence drove me to a frenzied state, thrashing and striking out as if in the throes of a tantrum. Yet futile were my efforts. I remained imprisoned within this inexplicable ordeal. Upon awakening, I sensed my time dwindling, the impending arrival of the final transference. Refusing to accept this as the end, I vowed that my grandfather would not claim victory over me. The switch is imminent, leaving me scant time to prepare. This letter serves as my final testament. As I pen these words, I've ingested a cocktail of medications that will plunge me into a profound slumber. I've allocated the last remnants of my finances to arrange for my burial in the woods. I refrain from disclosing the identities of those aiding me in this endeavor, but I trust their loyalty, provided the payment is sufficient. When I awaken, or when my grandfather reawakens, he will discover that his entrapment is absolute. I refuse to yield. He shall endure the same fate as I, confined underground until our bodies decay.